are you? There are a couple people in here. Good morning. Hello, hello. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Landfill, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you can hear me. Look at that. We're looking at my cayenne pepper plants again. And that is because I need to pick more cayennes. So welcome to today's live stream. I wasn't here the last couple days, but we are back. And this is more or less my free hour around chores and all. Oh, chicken escaped. Chicken run. Let's put that chicken back. I'll put it back in a moment. Oh, hey. Spice is joining us. Look at that. We are collecting peppers first, and then we are going to mess around with the build a little bit. Kind of have some free time to explore. So today we're looking at the little actuator powered feed bucket, I guess. We're going to mess around with that. But first, we're going to get all these peppers, and I'm going to check something. So I've had chickens been pecking again when the eggs sit too long in the box. So I thought I heard her in there pecking, but there's one laying. Hopefully the day's going good for you so far there, Mr. Landfill. Hey, what are you doing back there? Are you causing problems? Get out of the pepper plants. I guess this chicken's going to be my little buddy out here this morning. So we'll just pick these for a few minutes while we got a lot of them. Is there another chicken in here? No, it sounds like it. It's a chicken, yes. Good morning. How are you? It is a chicken. It's one of my silkies. She's running around. The other ones are in there. We'll go over there in a minute. I gotta finish picking these peppers though. This silkie's over here hanging out in the peppermint. So these cayenne peppers, since we have so many and they're just real nice cayenne peppers, I'm going to be making more chili ristras with these to dry them that way. So if you haven't seen a chili ristra, they are neat. I'll show you one in a minute. But we're going to be making more chili ristras with the cayennes, because that's what I got. I think I'm only going to pick these bushes over here, though. I'll pick the other bushes later, because I do really want to get it over there messing around. Oops, pulled a couple green ones. So this is my time that I get to kind of experiment with things, or just do stuff that doesn't really matter too much, such as the feed bin lift. And so Thursday I'll spend half an hour just kind of doing that, and then I'll get back on the chores and the build. These ones that sit straight up, kind of hard to pull without breaking the plant. So if you're joining me today, this is just another do things with me day as I walk around, do things. Encourage you all to do the things too that you got to do. Oh yeah, I have a microphone on. Yeah, there's Silky chickens, and then over here's the other chickens. They're actually being very quiet today. Where are they at? I don't even know where they are. But we're going to be taking the actuator from inside here to, there we go, to use on the lift. There's the Orpington buff rooster. I think most of them are in there laying somewhere. I don't know, they're over there, I guess. Everyone's just being quiet this morning. Peppers. Yes, I love peppers. We sure do have a lot of them. Okay, let's finish up here. Cayenne peppers are really good for you too. When taken all the time, you build them up in your system a little bit through either eating cayenne peppers or the pill, like a cayenne pepper capsule or tea or something like that. It's a preventative for migraines and headaches. And it's supposed to be. There we go. And does a lot of other stuff too. Plus, I can give them to the birds, and they're a good dewormer. Get rid of parasites and stuff. All right. My ADD is kind of kicking in, and I'm losing interest in picking this bush. So if you're new here, you don't know me, my name is Matt. We're here on our little urban homestead, I guess. Small urban homestead in New Mexico. Where we are learning skills and doing the things with the goal in mind to get on more land and do bigger things. So here we raise chickens and quail. So far. And lots of vegetables and things. Okay. I think that's most, well, there's still a lot. That's most of the ones I'm going to pick for now. Very good. I think we got a good bit again. So, a bunch of them. Yay. Anyways, we will move on. I'm going to put these inside. Y'all can hang out over here with these silkies for a moment. It's very nice to meet you as well. Hey, I like your hat. Your picture there. Very nice. You eat lots of peppers? Yeah. We live in New Mexico here. We eat peppers in everything. They are a staple in everything. Whew. Lots of green chilies and things. Of course, my favorite is coming. Jalapenos here. Jalapenos. The cowboy candy are my favorite, but last year we did a lot of hotter ones. We did the scorpion peppers and ghost peppers and all. I decided not to do them this year. Yep, Mike's acting up. Sorry, I just walked into the house. We love peppers. Oh, there's my clippers. All right, but today we're going to be working over here. Out of the way, guys. No, no, no. We're not escaping again. We're running around. So we've been doing construction on their chicken run, their chicken house. Their chicken house will slide up here. It's back over there being built separately and into that opening. But we've been working on building this. This is their little run. So I've gotten some work done. Here's our main door. I'm going to go through the side here right now. I still have to finish this, but this is the side I've been working on here. Yeah, Carlsbad's great. I love Carlsbad. The caverns are awesome. Hey, Palmetto, good to see you. Shalom. Happy New Year. Okay, but your ghost peppers and jalapenos definitely crossed a little bit, yeah. Some of mine did, I think, too. I think my cayennes did with something. Jalapenos aren't supposed to have stingers. Yeah, so one of the things, so we don't have a lot of land. We're on less than a quarter acre, and that includes the house. And so we definitely have to grow things together and vertically, and don't give them a lot of space. When you're really wanting to save the seeds to replant your peppers and plants and things, what was it? I think it's, you need them like 2 acres apart or something like that is what it says, so that they don't cross-pollinate. Not feasible here. So this year I've been trying to narrow down the different types we're growing. Anyways, so this is what I've been working on. So the outside gate has the latch, and then it will have a cord that goes up through here so I could pull it from the other side as well. And so we've been working on that. I need to finish it up and boil linseed oil it today. So need some planks and then the wire mesh. But what I want to be working on, I gotta flip this camera. Yes, and if you don't care, it doesn't matter. You don't have to care. All right, let me set this up. It only cares if you want them true. And there's nothing wrong with hybrids either, even though I kind of talk against them, because they're just not true to the plant. But if you want a hybrid, that's fine. What do you think of my shirt? All right, cool. So let me move some things out of the way so we can get to the project I want to work on here during this stream. Hey, Verna, good to see you. Nice shirt. Yeah, I like this one. Okay. Actually, I don't think I had worn this one. I think it was one of the ones that came, and I'm part of the subscription program, so I have a lot of them. And we recently did some changes to our laundry room, so I pulled all my clothes out, and I think this is one I haven't worn yet. I'm going to have to go close up that fence, though, because these chickens are trying to escape. doing here, even though I've been kind of explaining it all week. Messing with the camera. So my issue here now that I'm going to address this morning. Hey, Spice, Palmetto, and oh, Verna saying hi. Yeah. Howdy, howdy. Okay, so this is what I'm working on today. So, what I do a lot. Oh, I added lights. I don't know if you see. Anyways, I do a lot of automation. I like to on all my stuff. That's because I work a lot. So does my wife, and so it's important to have things kind of do themselves a little bit and give us a hand. So one of the things I want to automate is their feed, and that just helps. So if I happen to be running behind in the morning or something, and I don't make it out, or I can choose to not make it out here to give them feed or something, and I know they're going to have food and water and things like that for at least a day or a couple days. Part of preparedness and stuff. Hey, are you coming through the little chicken door? Part of preparedness and all that, I think, is also making sure that my homestead can more or less it can run itself a little bit or not die at least for a few days in case something happened to me or I wasn't able to get home or something like that. This one really likes to hang around me. And so I want to make sure that they have food. And we do have, as you know, I'm assuming a lot of people, when you have chickens and things like that, livestock, you get mice. And this feed bucket I had made a while ago for the other chickens, it just sat on the ground. And the problem is that the mice would get up in there and they would burrow in it, actually. And I would find little hoops all in there, and that's not good. We don't want that. So I want to make sure I can get the feed away from them. So what I'm going to attempt to do is lift it off the ground a little bit, and we'll see if that works. So the way I'm going to do that is using an actuator, some boards. I got some chains, PVC, some different things like that. So I'm going to go grab my drill driver there, and then I'll come back and grab the camera, and we're going to go over into the other chicken coop and get that actuator out of there. Be right back. Oh, I'm going to leave my mic here because it'll probably cut out. Okay. So these little silkies have been living in the quail shack here and behind it for a while, for their life. And so they've been waiting for this build. I think impatiently waiting, see? My goal is to have this chicken run area finished and ready to go, at least as much as I can, by the end of September. Hey, CDB, good to see you. And then that way in October, I can work on getting the house brought up here, the porch built and attached, and all the bells and whistles, solar and all that in October. Then temperature is going to be changing quite a bit. And I did notice this morning here in New Mexico, it's starting to get cold in the mornings. It was the low 50s, and my ginger plant is starting to look a little bit peckish. So I think a project I need to do possibly this weekend here is I'm going to sterilize some soil so it can go inside and not get gnats. And I'm going to put that ginger in a new dish, a shallower one, and I'm going to pull it out and kind of clean it off, and we'll put it in there and bring it inside for the winter. Oh, hey, I always learn, and I'm not young. Maybe I look like it, but I love learning. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm going to take you with me. We'll go in there. Myrna says she's older. we're all young at heart. So, and I said yesterday, but this actuator I had gotten because when I first got the chickens, either I was looking in the wrong spot or maybe they've just come down in price. But the automatic chicken doors, when I first started, were like 150 bucks or something like that. And I wasn't going to pay that. So I bought actuators and then got some relays and I built my own doors. But I don't have need for that anymore because the doors have come down in price so much. I can get these cool solar ones that work really good, like that's on there that I'm using, for like 30 bucks now. So definitely, I'll just go with that. But let me get my actuator, and I already have my relay wired up to go up and down. And what that does is it allows it to when the timer clicks on, it will go up or down, and then vice versa. So doors open on here. And I guess have these latches. Let me open up the chicken. If you can see, I have that. They're gonna start being loud for over here. Let me open it all the way up. Okay. They're going to be loud, sorry. So here's the old chicken door. I just hung it on the wall here. We don't need that. Oh, actually, I have the wrong. I'm going to have to get a different bit. What did I do? We'll just do this. First, I think I want to track the wire here. Where do I got it going to? I thought I had disconnected it all together. I guess not. So I'm going to disconnect the wire up here real quick. And just make sure those aren't touching in case there's anything live. This was one of the first solar systems I worked on building. So you need to come and rewire everything. And this is the first chicken coop I built too. So it's not pretty in here. Yeah, I still have like this mesh I need to fix and things like that. But we'll get to that. Okay, let's get these wires off. I'm just trying to pull them out and leave the tape on the ends of the other ones. I'll have to come back and look at that a little bit later. Because these I didn't wire together real well. I just twisted and taped. It was before I was crimping and doing all that. Jeez, man. I definitely connected them well, though. I should probably get some tape and cover that. I'll be right back. You can look at that ugly wall. I don't know if I have another screwdriver either. I think that's good. All right, I gotta go back over to the shed again. Cool. We got one of those covered. This one I'm going to come back and cover. It'll be all right there for a few. Cool. Let's get out of here. Let's take this over there. So sit sideways. Leaning sideways. you go. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that piece. It's very nice. What would be the point? Continue if you had it all figured out. Yeah, see? Okay. Let's add it back over here now. Woo! Things are lean. My hand's full. There you go. So this coupe, I've said it a million times, so if you've heard it, you gotta hear it again. It's made in panels that all come out. There's just 6 screws that hold these 8 panels all together, or 6 screws per panel. And so that way I can take them all out pretty easily and move the structure. There you go. Hey, country buggin'. Chicken coop, yep. Welcome. Let me get all these things out of my hands. All the spiders are going running. They're probably all over me. They're just daddy long legs, so that's all right. There we go. Never know, you might think you have it all figured out. Yeah, you're watching someone else do it. Yep, you find a better way. That is true. Okay, so let's see. I need to get another bit to take this off. Can I do it with my fingers? I mean, probably. It's not very tight. Your buildings are pretty things. Okay, cool. I reuse pretty much everything. So all my old builds and hutches and coupes and things I end up tearing apart and using on all kinds of other stuff. All right, cool. So here's my actuator. And this has a 10-inch stroke on it, I believe. I think that's what it was. Hopefully it still works. I haven't used it in a while. It probably needs to be oiled up. But this will extend out. And so my goal is to have it in a normally open position where it'll be down in the daytime, and then it'll lift about 10 inches up off the ground at night. My goal is that hopefully then they won't be able to get up in it. We'll find out. So I had built this loft up here. There's actually 2 of them, one on either side. The top of this is going to hold the water tank, which will have a small pump, but it's going to be also gravity fed as well. So that way, for redundancy, that door shut itself. Cool. All right. So this I'm going to attach just up here now, I think. So I have this lid, and in order to waterproof this, I don't have all the parts right now, but in order to waterproof this, I'm going to get a large piece of PVC pipe that will be, you know, about so long, and this will kind of slide up into it, and then this cap, we'll screw this through the cap and put some water sealant on there, and then that will screw, you know, right up into this board here, and then I can slide the tube up around it for waterproofing. That's the idea. But I'm not going to mess with that right now because I don't have the tube. So this is on a hinge. So I think if I just, let's see. I think I might need to put another board here that gives it some more space to attach to. So we'll do that. I guess first we should check and make sure it works, right? 3 R's: repurpose, reuse, recycle. Yes. It also leads to having junk piles. All right, let's come over here and test this out. And this is where I have the mouse problem. Because the Silkies are in the quail shack, I get mice in here too. So part of needing to get the Silkies out of here and get them in their own area is so I can get this cleaned up soon. There's some mouse droppings over here, but Where's the camera stand? There we go. So if you see mouse droppings, don't be alarmed. Okay, and so I'm just going to touch it to the battery. Oh. Wow, these wires are... All right. We'll set that housing a little bit. Let's see if we can get it to open up. Right over the water dish. So this, oh, there we go. Okay, so I pulled it in. I think everything's just very dirty. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't funny, Matt. All right. Well, it's a 12 volt. Oh, there we go. Yep. I think I want to work on it with it extended, so. There we go. And so what this here is a relay. And what this does is when the timer switches on, it will pull it in one direction. So the polarity on this doesn't matter. If I switch it and I put the black on the positive and the, switch the polarity, it'll just go the opposite direction. So what this does is when the timer clicks on, it'll pull it up or down however I want. And when the timer clicks off, it pulls it up and down. You're just listening, so I made you panic. How's my solar set? So this one works great. This solar system, I mean, just with the small battery, I haven't had any problems. It runs everything I need out here. My solar one for inside, I use it kind of, but it's not hooked up and all that to the panels and stuff. So, but the solar I have on hand here works great. The new Silky house is all solar too. So in October, I'll be putting solar panels on this thing. We don't have city power in the backyard. The house wasn't wired with outlets on the outside, I guess. And so we could put one out here. I could get, an electrician. I probably wouldn't want to do it myself and have them put an electrical outlet out here or run things out here. But I decided instead of that, my goal eventually is to be off grid, but or as much as possible. Have that as an option. And so I decided just to do all the off buildings out here on solar. And so I'm learning that way. Yeah, but the Quail Shack, it has two 100-watt solar panels and a 70 amp hour battery, so not quite 100. It powers all the lights for the Quail Shack and all the chicken coops and everything out here. It powers the water pumps. It was powering the chicken door, but not doing that anymore. I guess that's really about it now. I plug my phone into it and some fans and things sometimes, but I haven't had any problem with it draining too far down at all. On cloudy days, actually, we'll get 3 or 4 days of a lot of clouds, and it's done just fine. On those days, I actually use a lot more power too, because when it's rainy, I'll close it all up and turn the lights on and fans on inside the coop. I don't have my watch today, so let's see. There we go. Oh, do I need to move that truck around? I got a text from my wife there, and she's in chat, so I'll ask. I guess my father-in-law is going to be moving his trailer. Do I need to move my truck? 37 after the hour. Thanks, Verna. Okay, so I need a little bit more space, surface area here to attach this to. So I think I'm just going to hang a board down here. Maybe. Let me think. Or do I want it further back? I think we'll do it a little further back. About right there. All right. So do this the super scientific way, measuring and all. And we're gonna put it right about there. But I don't need it quite so long. So we're also gonna cut it down. Put it about there. And I'll gotta go grab my circular saw. Oh, after 10? Okay. Had to turn the heat on. Yeah, we're starting to feel fall, aren't we? Yep, it'll be here before we all know it. I definitely see it in my plants and all. I'm gonna go grab my circular saw. Thanks everyone for being here and giving thumbs up. My goal is to go live almost every day. It's probably, so it won't be every day. There's a few I won't, like Saturday I won't probably, and it might be a little sporadic, but that's the goal. A random pit bull and a mutt came in your yard this morning. And got some birds. Well, yep. You are sleeping with your windows open still? I still run the AC and all, but my family gets a little cold. Okay, I gotta go grab my circular saw. I'll be right back. So you see how much work I get done on stream versus off of stream? That's okay. Sorry, everybody. Let me put this over here. Let me take my safety squint off. There we go. Yeah, when you have little kids and livestock, it's different. It's different. People in neighborhoods and urban areas don't understand that. But when you have livestock and little kids around and stuff, it's a little different. All right, I gotta run away again. I gotta go find my 2-inch screws. Be right back. Okay. Okay, so for the weight, just because this feed bucket, it's not very heavy, it's a small one, but I did make sure the chains could hold that weight. And then this board in here as well. Now you see me just tacking it in with these little 2-inch screws, and that's probably not going to be enough. All in all, truth be told, I'm not going to get this project done today. I'm just messing around. But I'm going to come back and I'll put a 4-inch screw through it. And I might even put some nails just for the shear strength. And then a bracket as well. I'll pick up a little bracket at Home Depot. Or I have some little bit of sheet metal there. I might just bend a bracket around it just to give it some extra strength. Yeah. But for now, this will do just fine. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Verna. Have a good day. Thanks for showing up. Enjoy your walk. All right. More or less, this is my design phase. This is how I do it, and so I'll figure out how it's going to work, and then I come back and clean it all up and add more support and all that. So there's a cut. Oop, throwing my screws in the ground. I am definitely a visual learner and a hands-on learner, so I like to kind of build it first, prototype it almost, I guess, or however you want to say that. There we go. Get that out of the way. All right, so now I got it extended. Now what? I need to build a platform for the bin. Okay, so there's another big old spider. Golly, man, there's a lot of spiders everywhere. Okay, so when I built this, the handles are on the side. You can tell it's off center. That's because there's supposed to be a third port here. The kit I had only had 2 though, and I'd have to get another one. I just hadn't done that yet. So it's probably going to sit and look a little bit funny. The handles don't matter too much. I'm just getting ahead of myself. There's another big, huge spider. Just a second. Golly, you guys, get off of my thing. Go run away somewhere. Okay. I need support on it, enough to hold it for the weight and all, but I don't want a solid base on it that's going to allow a platform for a mouse to drop down on it and then get up in it. So I want that to be away from it. That is true. Yeah, Palmetto, he says, where I live, just creating the shade. Yeah. Yeah, I got to watch out for the black widows too. Yeah. It will be a constant battle here against them. I know that. I won't just get rid of them. But okay, so my plan that I designed here, basically, is to do a little disc that this attaches to. And then from that disc to attach 3 chains down that go on either side, and then the back for support there. Those chains I'm then going to put a piece of PVC around, just for good measure. But we need to build a base here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is first I need to make sure that the chickens are going to be able to reach the ports. Yeah, it looks like I got at least 4 inches there, so that's good. What I'm going to do is put some 2-inch posts in here, or beam. There we go. So I'm going to cut this down, and I think I'm going to put 2 of them side by side to make the 4 inches. And then on the other side, to go all the way across, we'll attach some that stick out a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense. It does in my head. So I'm just going to start doing that. I'm going to pull the base here, more towards the front since it has a chain support in the back. I'm not putting the chain support in the front because that would require me to put like a little platform basically there for the mice. Okay. Now I play the game of where did I put things. So we gotta look around for my pencil. I got one here, but it's broken. That might work. Okay, and we'll cut that. And we'll leave the mic here so we don't kill her. Can you build you a house? So my next build's a playhouse for Casey and a doghouse in one. Casey can help me build it. A dog playhouse. I'm going to add a third. A fourth even. Why not? A little bit more. so we'll screw all of those together and screw them and glue them together. I don't have my mic. You can build a cabin. I don't know why I blocked that message. Anyways, that's cool. That's way cool. Oh, the little animal's going crazy. Let's see. Okay, so I don't have too much longer today. Unfortunately, I only have around an hour before I gotta go get ready for work and do some inside chores and things. But what I'm going to do is I still have a few more minutes to work on this, and then I will explain kind of from there again. And then tomorrow, if you join me, we'll work on it again, and I'll get the little busy stuff together hopefully tomorrow, so that way you don't have to endure that again. Okay, so this is just going to be the base for it, so it doesn't fall through. And then I'm going to have 2 bars that come out past the sides, or a bar that comes out past the sides just a little bit right in the middle. Just enough to put eye hooks on. So about like that. And then we'll have one in the back that comes out as well. This thing's not too heavy, so I don't think that's going to be too big of a problem as far as the weight. So almost in the middle, I'm going to lean it forward just a little bit, and I'm actually going to put it over the seam of the other 2 boards. There we go. And these, I just have some extra boards. That's why I'm using a lot of the 2x2 and all. They're little end cuts from other pieces. I'll be way ahead. Well, this one will come with me. This building can be moved. That's why it's taken me so long. The other ones won't come with me, but yeah, from here on out, I guess. I can't take them all. We'll take this. We'll take our suka gazebo there. Just here just to hold it so it doesn't fall. Okay. That's basically what we're going to do. I know it doesn't look like much. This board's just here for support. But what I'm going to do is I'll come and I'll glue this block all together and screw it together. And then this T here is going to be what holds the eye hooks for the chains. And hopefully that doesn't give a lot of landing area for a little critter to sit. Anyways, I'm going to go in a few here. And if I have a little time before I get to work, or otherwise I'll do it tomorrow, I'm going to glue this block together and clamp it together and screw it together and turn this into one cohesive piece. And then tomorrow I'll be back on at the same time, about 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I will be putting the chains on. We'll flip it around. We'll put the chains on it. We'll hook it up. I'll actually bring the battery out tomorrow too, so that way we can have it go up and down. and see how that works. Palmetto, well, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining. Everyone, have a great day. Go out there, make sure you do the things, and go out there with purpose and all the things that you do. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.